President Obama now weighing in on the controversy surrounding comments made by a Democratic strategist about Mitt Romney's wife, Ann. Hilary Rosen setting off a firestorm after saying that Mrs. Romney, quote, never worked a day in her life. Obama called those remarks ill-advised, adding his appreciation for stay-at-home moms.
Here's what I know, that there is no tougher job than being a mom. And when I think about what Michelle's had to do, when I think about my own mom, a single mother raising me and my sister, that's work. So anybody who would argue otherwise, I think, probably needs to rethink their statement.
Hilary Rosen has since apologized for those comments, saying that she used a poor choice of words. Sally Cohn is a community activist and political blogger, and Tammy Bruce is a former Los Angeles chapter president of the National Organization for Women. She's also a radio talk show host. Both are Fox News contributors. Thank you both for joining us this morning.
Hi, good morning.
Sally, I'm going to start with you. Did Hilary Rosen make a mistake?
Without question. Her words were stupidly chosen. If we weren't on television, I might choose some harsher words. Look, I'm a mom. I know that being a mom is the hardest job I've ever had, certainly harder than sitting here talking to you guys right now. It's without question a hard job and needs to be respected as work. I think the larger point that Hillary was inartfully trying to make is, look, Mitt Romney shouldn't be just looking to his wife as his quote-unquote economic advisor on women's issues, but more importantly, he should be, if the Republicans want to rhetorically stand behind moms, whether they work at home or out of the home, then they shouldn't just say it that they care. They should put policies where their mouths are. Talk about, paid family leave. Talk about the earned income tax credit. Talk about why the Republican budget is cutting public education and Head Start and child care. That's what moms and women of all, wherever they're working, want to hear from Republicans.
Tammy, I'll let you jump in. Is this just rhetoric for the Republicans, as Sally says?
Well, you know, here's even this discussion. This is not what they planned on. The fact of the matter is the Obama White House and Hilary Rosen are smart, disciplined people. This was not a mistake by Hillary. This is an indication of the Obama campaign. This is about the division of Americans. They had no intention of wanting to talk about policies, as Sally notes. This was about, they started with class division, then they went to race division, and Obama is winning single women by double digits, and he's losing married women by the same amount. I think this was a deliberate strategy to try to divide women at this point. Clearly it backfired. That they feel that they've had some success on the other two issues, but I think Americans are tired of it. And here's the issue when it comes to rhetoric and strategy. The Obamas really feel that this is something that, because they can't talk about the record, that this is going to help them be another distraction. But the Romneys, clearly this is a boon for them. It's like a little black swan. They've needed Americans to be able to see them. And Ann Romney on this program yesterday said it perfectly. She was pitch perfect. She noted that Americans haven't gotten to know us yet. So for them, it is a terrific benefit. And you look, luck favors the prepared. And, the Romney campaign was prepared, and they're doing a good job with it.
Sally, this is something that we've actually talked about on the weekend on our Power Panel, this divide and conquer strategy. And as women, all three of us, and women across the country, should we be offended? And do you think that is the strategy?
You know, here's where I disagree with Tammy strongly. What this actually is, if we look at the context of this debate, the Republicans had tried to wage a war against Democrats through the lens of this war on women. Around the issues of going after contraception and reproductive choice and health care for women. That backfired. And because of that, women are now overwhelmingly, by a 2-to-1 margin, favoring President Obama over candidate Romney. So the Republicans have been scrambling to do anything they could to try and get women back to their camp. And I do agree with Tammy. This was a gift that Hilary Rosen on her own accidentally gave to the Romney camp. But it doesn't foreclose the fact that women want to hear policies Republicans are going to do.
If I may, I think we can both admit that the Obama campaign isn't stupid, that Hilary Rosen is a disciplined woman. She is not some rogue, loose-lipped pundit. This was a strategy that failed, and what it should tell everyone in this country is that the White House is in chaos, that this is not the discussion they wanted to have, but it also tells you the disregard that the Obama White House has, not only for the American people, but for women in general, that they think that women are going to be dragged around with a ring in their nose on these issues.
Wow.
Americans have responded to Ann Romney.
All right,
Ann Romney is
Tammy,
going to
we're going to have to leave it on that note. Sally,
and she is the one person who's
you want to
handled
say
herself
something.
with dignity.
Tammy, have to wrap you up. Thank you so much. We appreciate you both joining us today.
Thank you,
Definitely
ladies.
an
Always
issue
a
that will
pleasure.
continue. Thank